This is a breaking news and urgent action summons on Saturday, April 3rd, 2021. It's issued by the National Council of the Republic of Kanata and the International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State. Canadian opposition leader ordered to quarantine on the eve of his indicting the government. Kevin Annett faces long-term imprisonment without cause by his antagonist, COVID czar Bill Blair. International community to adopt Kevin Annett as a prisoner of conscience. Vancouver. One of the Canadian government's most persistent critics and a prime mover behind a grand jury investigation into state criminality has been ordered to quarantine without cause by the ministry of his chief antagonist. Kevin Annett, a famed whistleblower on genocide in Canada and a leader of the fledgling Republic of Kanata, was issued an emergency order to isolate yesterday by the Government of Canada. An order that falsely claimed that Kevin had recently returned to Canada. Kevin Annett must now incarcerate and wrongfully incriminate himself or face 6 months in jail. Last month, Annett publicly named the minister whose department issued the isolation order against him, Bill Blair, as a co-conspirator in the illegal arrest and torture of a fellow Republic of Kanata activist in Ontario. Annett was scheduled to convene a citizens' grand jury investigation into Bill Blair and others this Monday, April 5th, when suddenly Blair's ministry issued the COVID isolation order against him just yesterday on Good Friday. The International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State issued this statement. This is nothing less than state terrorism by Canada against one of its most articulate and persistent critics, said George Dufour of the ITCCS, a longtime colleague of Annett who helped him successfully prosecute Canada, the Crown, and its churches for crimes against humanity in 2013. Dufour continued, Kevin Annett has been targeted by these kinds of attacks since he first surfaced the hard evidence of genocide by Canadian Church and State in 1998. But now that Kevin is publicly indicting the minister responsible for the COVID police state, they are moving to silence him permanently. The international community must rally to his defense. Dufour also announced that the ITCCS has issued an appeal to human rights agencies and over 30 nations to adopt Kevin Annett as a prisoner of conscience. 2 nations have already declared their willingness to offer political asylum to Kevin Annett and to send international peacekeepers and human rights observers to Canada to aid him. Meanwhile, Kevin's lawyers are issuing a former cease and desist order and a public notice of liability against Bill Blair and the officials of the COVID agencies. In Ottawa, Public Safety Minister Bill Blair refused to answer calls concerning the fraudulent isolation order issued against Kevin Annett, although a representative of Blair's office said today, quote, "The minister has this matter under the closest possible review." Kevin Annett and his legal team will make a special broadcast on this and related matters on his regular Here We Stand blog program this Easter Sunday, April 4th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on bbsradio.com/herewestand. To directly assist Kevin and rally support for him, write to him at angelfire101@protonmail.com or Republic National Council at protonmail.com. And to protest these attacks on Kevin Annett, contact Bill Blair, Minister of Public Safety, at bill.blair@parl.gc.ca or phone him in Ottawa at 613-995-0284 or at 416-261-8613. Stand by for more urgent action updates. This statement is issued jointly on Saturday, April 3rd, 2021 by the National Council of the Republic of Kanata and the Executive Committee of the International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State, republicofkanata.ca, murderbydecree.com. We thank you.